We got Mark? Okay. Let's bring our man Marc Spears in with us here. The Hall of Famer, excuse me. The Hall of Famer.
My guy.
Marc Spears. Mark, what's up, brother? We was just watching you eat jelly beans or something.
Yeah, man, I didn't get a nasty one. I got a good one, so I'm straight, man. I prayed. My dad rained down on me to pick the right one, and I'm all right.
There we
I
go.
wasn't so lucky.
Yes. Oh man.
No. What's your fit today, Dan? Come on, tell me the fit. What you got?
I got a old Michael Jackson 1988 concert tee on with a little denim joint over it and some camo.
Okay, and your boy got a baseball cap on.
You know that. You know I got that. Yesterday I didn't wear a hat, Mark. We should have had you yesterday. I ain't have a hat on, man. I got a Yankees hat on today, man.
I'm picking right today. I'm telling you.
There you cooking. You cooking. Hey, you got us buzzing yesterday when you were on with your crew over there on NBA Today talking about Jonathan Kaminga. You said Jonathan Kaminga wants
to me?
You, of course, we listening to you. Yeah, man, we doing the show. They said, hey man, Marc's talking about Sacramento and Jonathan Kaminga wants to come play here. How realistic do you think that is?
You gotta ask the Warriors that. I mean, they hold the cards on that. I mean, the one thing is I don't think that the Kings are desperate. It's like, hey, here's the deal. And I think it's a fair deal. And what I reported was Malik Monk and a protected first. You know, I know there's like one pick that you guys might be able to offer from like, or I shouldn't say you guys don't work for. The Kings could offer, I believe, 2030 Spurs, but I don't think the Warriors like really find that attractive because they feel like the Spurs will be really good then. But you know, under the circumstances where there's only like two teams really trying to get them, I do think Malik Monk is shooter. I mean, a guy that can fill in right immediately at shooting guard, and then you could bring Moody and Podziemski off the bench and kind of give them some more depth. As far as the Suns deal, and you know, Nick Richards is certainly a guy that could use Royce O'Neal. You know, I mean, like good player, but I don't know that anybody gives them more than say a Malik Monk from a punch standpoint, scoring standpoint, take pressure off the rest of the offense staff. You know, Jimmy's standpoint. The thing is, and I don't know how much you guys have looked into this, but if I'm not mistaken, and our stat crew told me this yesterday, I mean, the last time the Warriors did a trade with the Kings was 91. Right? Wasn't that Mitch Richmond for Billy O?
Yep.
So then the Phoenix thing, it's like, I do wonder if behind the scenes they're like, man, we don't want him in our division. Like, we don't want to see him all the time. Like, I think it would certainly be easier, you know, to trade him out east. And so the fact that Kaminga, like, to me, when this happens, it's serious. When Kaminga's on a Zoom call with your general manager, your president, and your head coach, that's serious, man. Like, you don't let somebody do that and have that kind of time with them if it's not serious. So, but, you know, the Warriors are I think they're waiting for somebody to blink. They don't appear to be in a rush, but the one thing that it's doing is like holding up their other business, right? Whether it's Al Horford, right? Whether it's Gary Payton II, and you know, so I just I'm wondering, like, how long do you want to keep everything else you're doing at bay?
Right.
And if he don't want to be there, it just doesn't sound like he wants to be there unless the Warriors, you know, offer him a role. And I heard the Kings were basically willing to offer him a starting position, move Keegan to 3, and I mean that front court I think could be pretty good, right? Like, but in terms of Carter, I don't think a deal with him makes sense because he doesn't make enough money to make it work if you're trying to, you know, get to Kaminga over the $20 million mark.
So, Mark, let me ask you something real quick, because let's just say in a perfect world, you know, the Kings have everything lined up for Kaminga. They want to bring him in there, move Keegan to the 3. They're able to get a deal done, and it works out. Where does that leave the Kings and DeMar DeRozan in your eyes?
I mean, a different position. You know.
You think he'd be willing to come off
the?
You think he'd be willing to come off the bench, or would he want to be moved so he could be a
who?
starter somewhere?
Well, who's the starting five? Give me the starting five.
Well, if we went with your layout right there, and Kaminga's the starting 4, Keegan's the starting 3, that's Domas at 5. I assume Levine stays at 2 or moves to 2, and then you got Dennis Schroeder there at 1.
Yeah.
I mean, DeMar's a guy who
I might go big and bring Dennis off the bench.
No point guard though. No PG. No natural point guard, at least.
And then the Warriors don't have one. It worked out well for them.
well, none of those guys are Steph.
Yeah, we don't have Steph Curry.
Yeah. But you know, that's the thing is I'm sure DeMar is paying really close attention to it. And I think the Kings have done a really good job of being upfront and honest with him and talking to him about it. I don't see DeMar coming off the bench. So yeah, no, that's certainly a huge issue. But I'm wondering if they could just go big altogether. I think they'd be more formidable that way. And I just don't think there's a lot of amazing depth at the guard position for them. It's good depth, but I mean, if you got, Schroeder coming off the bench, I think it's an interesting look. But that's the thing. I mean, that's a really, really big question. And I know that if you're the Kings, though, right, you're probably wanting to go younger. And if you're doing that and you're not going big, then I'm guessing that DeMar, I can't see him coming off the bench. So, something's got to give, whether it's the lineup or another trade, right?
Yeah.
Between the Kings, the Warriors, and Jonathan Kaminga, does anybody have any leverage in this situation at all?
The Warriors.
What leverage do they have, though?
I mean, he can't do nothing without them. Yeah. They have all the leverage.
Yeah, but they don't want him, right?
Yeah. They're willing to bring him back. I mean, the fact that they offered him like a 2-year deal in the $20 million range each year tells me they're definitely open to having him back. The thing is, it could be a situation like Nene, which I'm kind of going back some years. But
man, you ain't lying. A Nene reference was not something I was prepared for today.
Well, Nene or Blake Griffin, where you signed this deal, but ultimately they just gives them more time to trade you somewhere else.
Yeah.
And if the Warriors get them for like 20+ million, right? The top caliber of player that they could get back in return is certainly more at that number, right? So I think when you're a restricted free agent, man, it's tough. They can match it, but there's nobody there there's no one willing to has an ability to sign him to an offer sheet.
Right. No one's got that money.
Brooklyn ain't interested in him, so he's really I understand the frustration. I understand him being upset. I understand him betting on himself, but sometimes, man, I like. I don't know if you guys watch, Boomerang. Remember the scene in Boomerang when the lady he wanted the rope, the dog rope, or the dog leash, and he offered the man money or the lady money for the dog leash.
Yeah.
And her husband said, "Take the money, fool."
Yeah.
Take the money from Eddie Murphy, right? Like
Sparky!
Yeah. Kuminga's made $24 million in his career. Under the circumstances, if he's able to get 2 years and 44 or 40 or whatever, take the money, fool, and figure the rest out later. Take the money and figure the rest out later, man. You're only 23 years old. Like the 1 year bet on myself thing. I've seen guys do that, and that bet don't work right. You know, Nerlin Knowles and, you know, Shabazz Muhammad. Like, I've seen that go the wrong direction. And if you're in a situation where I still need to prove myself, I'll take the 2 years, and then perhaps I get traded. I mean, if you're getting traded, you're going somewhere where they want you, and they want you to flourish, and they're making a commitment to you. So I don't think it's the end of the world for him to take that money. Yes, he's coming to camp with a big cloud, but at least when you get traded, you're at a good number, and then he's only 25 when it's over with.
Yeah. Mark, we know you're off to the airport. You coming home? You headed home?
I'm doing the commute.
All right, cool.
The show is over at 1:00. What am I gonna do the rest of the day?
No, I got you.
Right?
Yeah, I got you.
Man,
Come on home,
man. You already know. Go to Fixins. You could have went to Fixins. What you talking about?
And with all due respect to Fixins and the amazing owner that I have, I can't eat that every day, man. Y'all trying to kill me.
No,
nah, we got you.
Like
Yeah,
that.
nah, I hear you. I hear you.
But I've been doing NBA Today all week. They pick me out tomorrow, but I've been commuting like I'm going, you know, back and forth from home on a plane. And a new way of doing it.
Okay.
I see you.
My flight leaves at 2:30. I'll be home at 3:00. 3:30.
All of the days
Get
work.
my haircut at 4:30.
Let's
So
go. There it is. I ain't never seen Mark's line even slightly off.
Never.
That's a Hall of Famer
I aspire
right
to
there.
that.
Go and get to.
Hey man, they want to put me on TV. I gotta look right.
Nah,
100%.
you always do. You always do. Get to LAX, man. We appreciate you, Mark. Thanks for carving out a few minutes for us, man. We really do appreciate it.
All right.
Take care, big dog.
That's our brother, Mark Spears, right there. That's the Hall of Famer, Mark Spears.
Man.